welcome to Mrs. Pillai Stories. I hope you are using your good listening ears and looking eyes and sitting comfortably ready for my story. Before we move on to our story, I want to ask you about your favorite toy. What do you like doing the best? What do you like playing? Do you like playing outside? Climbing trees? Do you like writing and colouring and drawing? Do you like playing with your friends or your brothers and sisters? There are lots and lots of things that we like doing. Tell me about it. Write it down on the comment box so I can read it later. The story I'm going to tell you today is about a princess whose favourite toy is a golden ball. Are you ready to listen to my story? The name of my story is The Princess and the Frog. Here it goes. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a beautiful princess who loved playing outside in the garden, in the palace ground. Her favourite toy is a golden ball that she received from her father for her birthday. She loves throwing up in the sky and catching the golden ball or rolling it on the garden floor and catching it too. So there are lots and lots of ball games that she loves playing. One day, while she was playing, she didn't realize she wandered off into the nearby enchanted forest. There were lots and lots of magic that happened in the enchanted forest. Magic, fairies and little wizards and witches and lots of magic. The ball that she threw, she couldn't find it anywhere in the forest. She wandered off, she looked and she saw a pond. She knew the golden ball was down deep under the pond. She sat by it and she called for the ball. Golden ball, come back to me. But is the ball going to come up to the princess? No, it wasn't a magic ball. It was just a golden ball. She started to cry because that was her favourite toy. She cried and she cried. But do you know who was seeing all this? A frog who was sat just next to the princess. Frog croaked and asked, "Whatever is the matter, princess? Why are you feeling sad?" Princess looked at the frog. She was disgusted. She said, "What's this frog doing?" Frog asked again, "Is there anything that I can do to help you?" Princess looked at the frog again and thought, "Wow, this frog can go deep down in the pond and get my golden ball." She said, "Can you help me, please? My golden ball is down there in the pond. Can you give it to me?" Frog looked down and said, "Yes, of course, but can I be your friend? Can I play with the golden ball if I get it from the pond?" Princess wasn't sure about that. A frog want to be my friend? But she thought about it. I don't have anyone to play with. That's a good idea. So the princess said yes. So the frog jumped into the pond and found the golden ball and gave it back to the princess. As soon as she saw the golden ball, she snatched it off the frog and ran to the palace ground. She didn't turn back or helped the frog to come to the palace. She forgot all about her promise and she just wanted to get away from the frog. Poor frog felt a bit upset that the princess didn't keep her word. Princess was feeling a bit sad too because she thought, the frog wanted to be my friend. I didn't stop to get the frog to the palace. That was in her mind. She asked her father, the king, for advice. She asked, "Whatever shall I do, father?" King asked, "Did you promise the frog that you can be my friend?" She said yes. So the king said, "You need to keep your promise." That's what good people do, keeping your promises. So the princess waited and she heard the knock on the door. There it was, the frog. "You promised, princess, that I can be your friend. But you didn't keep your word." Princess said, "Come and sit on the table. We can have our dinner." So they had dinner together. They talked and they became friends, even though it was princess and a little frog. They talked a lot, they played a lot, they played with the golden ball, and it was soon bedtime. The time passed, they were best of friends. When it was bedtime, Frog asked, "Now we are friends, would you like to kiss me good night?" Princess gave the frog a kiss. The frog turned into a beautiful young prince. It was the enchanted forest. The witches turned me into a frog. Only true love from a princess could turn me back into a prince. Princess was so happy. They were friends before, now they are more friends, and they fell in love with each other. The prince asked, "Would you like to marry me?" And princess said yes. They had a grand wedding. Lots and lots of people came to see the princess and the frog who turned into a prince. And they lived happily ever after. Did you like my story? Was it a happy ending? Right. I'm glad you really enjoyed my story. I will see you all soon with more of Mrs. Pillai stories. Take care and goodbye.